from the return of the Shadowlands, just as the brave Pharaoh did 5,000 years ago.
YouTube, Vintage Yugioh here today. I have a small PSA Vault return, a PSA return, and then a Fanatics and some other auction house purchases that I had bought over the last few months video for us today. So we're going to get right into the PSA Vault. These are two cards that I bought on eBay. So this is the only Pokemon card on the video, and then the rest is Yu-Gi-Oh! So up first we have a base set Venusaur, a Gem Mint CGC-10, and I always kind of wanted to get at least the starters in a mint grade, and it just seemed like CGC-10s were too cheap, and I was kind of selective. This one doesn't really have much, if any, whitening on the back. All right, so yeah, from here on forward, it is all Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the last CGC card, and then we're going to get into a PSA submission return, and then into some BGS cards that I bought on some various auction houses. So this is a Black Wing Dragon Ghost Rare from the Shining Darkness. Always really liked these sets, and these ghosts always seem to be underrated. And this is a CGC Gem Mint 10 as well. And I have a PSA 9 that I'll probably sell and keep this 10 now. Those were just both really cheap in my opinion for the condition. And into the PSA submission, these are brand new cards. 11 million plus certs now. We have Toon World, first edition, and it got the Gem Mint 10. So this will be for sale, or I might have an older copy that doesn't have a scan or has like the sheet on the back that I might sell, but a PSA 10 in some version of this Toon World will be for sale. All right, continuing the submission, we have Unity. Gotta love there. You got Joey, Taya, Tristan, and Yugi putting their hands in it, and this got the Gem Mint 10. Overall, very happy with this Yu-Gi-Oh! Submission. And I do own this as well, so either this or my older copy will be for sale. This one I bought raw from a guy who had a bunch of this Duelist pack, Astro Phoenix packs, and he had this raw, and it just looked really clean off eBay, and it got the Gem Mint 10. So I've graded 3 of these now. I sold the first one for a couple hundred, have one, and now I have 2. So this one or my older copy will be for sale. All right, in honor of Retro Pack 2 recently releasing, this is the Legendary Collection Kaiba. This was the only other way you could get a secret other than Retro Pack 2 before the reprint, and had this sitting in a binder long ago. I actually bought some of these Legendary Collection Kaibas when they were released back in 2018, and pulled this myself, and it got the Gem Mint 10. So might hold on to it, might sell it, unsure exactly. All right, this is the only card in the submission that was not mine. A super off-centered Dark Magician, middleman this for a guy that collects Dark Magicians, and he wanted to get it slabbed up. And he got the Near Mint 8 Miscut. MC is Miscut. And still super unique to see this Maximum Gold Dark Magician. They're super off-cut. And then some modern cards that I will be selling. Blue Eyes White Dragon Platinum Rare, got the Gem Mint 10. Super shiny, super cool in my opinion. Love these Platinum Rares and Quarter Century Rares. Dark Magician Girl, got the Gem Mint 10. And then into some Quarter Centuries that I'm probably going to keep, but I might sell a couple of these. Dark Magician Arcana artwork, got the Gem Mint 10. This is my favorite Dark Magician artwork, and yeah, very excited that this got a 10, and this one will definitely be staying in the collection. Dark Magician Girl, Gem Mint 10. This was probably the big chase initially out of Stampede. I'm not sure if it's still on top of the charts or not. I know a lot of these rarity collections have kind of taken a little nosedive now that they're printing a kind of the same rate for the new Starlight Rares. So yeah, I don't know. I get it that people don't want to click modern. Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is the Jump artwork, and it got the gem at 10. I've always loved this artwork, and glad it got the 10. And that one I'll be keeping for sure as well, along with this one, XX Saber High Only. Just really love Absolute Power Force. Kind of got me back in 2007. And this is a nice reprint, and it got the gem at 10. Super cool synchro there. And then the chase pull from Absolute Power Force back in the day was XX Saber Emerald Blade. And this one got a 9. So this was like the only really kind of card that I was disappointed with in the sub. So that was its own sub. Then I sent 2 cards at a higher level. Picked these up from Nationals. We have a Ghost Black Rose Dragon. This one looks very nice. Both picked this and the next card up raw. Sent these off to be graded, and this Black Rose, absolutely stunning there, got the mint 9. So very happy with this. Thought that was kind of the most it would do, and glad to see PSA gave it the grade that it did. And then you can't have Black Rose without having Stardust. And I honestly thought this one was cleaner than the Black Rose. These are super well-centered copies of both of the Black Rose and the Stardust. But PSA did not. There's just like a couple smaller scratches, and that was enough to ding it down to the 8. So I honestly might crack this and resub it, but unsure. The Black Rose is definitely going to be for sale as a 9, and unsure what I'm going to do with this Stardust. Okay, the last section of this video, we're through my PSA Vault return, my PSA return, my PSA Express return. Now we're into some cards that I've purchased on mostly Fanatics, which used to be PWCC, but a couple other auction houses across the last few months, and here are those cards. So I've been slowly assembling the YCS Super full set. I think there is now 16 or 17. This is number 93 Utopia Kaiser, the 9th one in the series, and this was just a near mint 8 with a 7 on surface. And honestly, probably going to crack most of these BGS cards. I just hate BGS cases, and probably going to crack them and just put them in a binder, but they went super cheap. They went cheaper than raw, really, so picked them up. We have another verse, Solara, and this got the mint 9, and this is 15th in the series, and I think there's one more beyond this one now. And yeah, I got really strong subgrades, and then an 8.5 on surface. So just, classic BGS can't give good grades across the board. And there might be something wrong with the surface, but a lot of the time they just like to not hand out 9.5 grades. So we have Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon, 11th in the series, super rare, and it got the mint 9 as well, with once again 2 10s, a 9.5 on centering, and then only an 8.5 on surface. So I don't know, there could be something wrong with these surfaces, but I kind of refuse to believe that both of these deserved an 8.5. So up next is some older alties that I feel like were just kind of good deals. This is a Cyber Dragon Ultimate First Edition Cybernetic Revolution, and it got the near mint 8 with the fall being the 7.5 on corners. And as you can see there is a nice little white nick on that. So they're like, this is, a near mint 8 at BGS, but probably like a PSA 7 or 6 at PSA. But overall, I think it is kind of pretty clean. I've looked these over other than that corner, so I don't know. It's just weird how subgrades average out, and then you see an obvious fall. I don't know. So it's a mental game for sure. And then up next is Lord of Searing Flames, near mint 8, 7 on surface, and surface is always hardest to tell in these BGS cases because, look how many reflections are here. You can't see anything that's actually right or wrong with it. 8 centering, 9 edges, which is funny because there's a white nick right there on edges. So my opinion is that should not be a 9 on edges. And then corners don't look bad at all, and they got an 8.5. So just Well, I have subgrades when you're going to be all over the place with them, but probably going to crack that one and put it in my binder. I have the other two just roll in a binder, so that will fill the third spot. And we have 3 cards left. We have the Rainbow Dragon Misprint. I sold, I think I had like a CGC 7.5. I sold it for, a pretty good chunk of change, $700-800. And this is an 8.5 with a 7.5 on surface. Does have like, you can see it right there, like a little check mark, maybe scratch. A little OC, 8.5 centering, so I would agree with the centering grade there. But very happy to have a little grade bump and condition bump versus my CGC 7.5. And I got this for, I don't know, cheaper than what I sold my CGC 7.5 for. So thought that was a good swap. All right. Arguably the biggest card of this mission, but maybe not. We have 2 left, and they're both pretty big hitters. If you're going to see this one, you're going to really think, what's the next one, if this isn't the biggest one. So we have a Shrink Shauna Jump Championship limited edition, and it has some silvering on an edge down here. And it got a 7.5 with 7 on surface, 8 on edges. So in my opinion, that should be all edge grade, but they kind of maybe split it between the surface and the edge. But a little whitening up there. I would call this like LP, like played, light played, and this is getting near at 7.5. But always we'll pick up some prize cards if the price is right. And once again, probably will maybe just list this as is, and then if nothing happens, might just crack it and store it away for a rainy day. So very happy to pick up a old school Shauna Jump prize card. And then last but not least, the last card in this graded card kind of return, we have the Misprint Tactical Evolution Rainbow Dragon Elemental Hero Chaos Neos artwork. So I sold my CGC 5.5 to Phil, Ruxin 34, for around $2K, and I picked this up for under $3K, which I've already had offers at $5K on it. It got a Beckett 8 with 8 centering, 8 corners, 9.5 edges, and 7.5 surface. And honestly, this foil looks to be really clean. Like, I don't really see, maybe a couple fine scratches right there. But overall, really happy with the hollow foil. And yeah, just like a little edge wear on the corners there. So very happy with the condition of this, and to get that big of a upgrade from a 5.5 to an 8 for not a huge premium. I never really wanted to shell out the money for a 9 or 9.5. That's I don't know, $5, $6, $7, $8,000. So I thought this was a good pickup, and glad to have this now in solid near mint condition. And this will stay as a Beckett. Don't think I'll have a wild hair and crack this or anything. But that is going to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this PSA return, what I've been buying. I'm going to be selling a lot of these in various forms. So if you're interested, let me know. I am keeping the Rainbow Dragon for sure, though, but the Shrink is for sale. Let me know any thoughts, comments, and as always, thanks for watching.